Hello, people of YouTube. My name is Steve Gray, and thank you for watching. If you're new here, please hit that subscribe button, turn on that notification bell, leave a like, and feel free to comment down below what you would like me to do for future videos. So today we are going to be talking about yet another episode of Dr. Stone Season 1, Episode 14 to be more specific. And as I kind of figured from last episode, Magma was not out for the count, and he did some trickery nonsense, and basically he used Kenro's goody two-shoes boy Heart to trick him into asking the referee if the helmet that Suicune put on him for basically his eyeglasses was some sort of sorcery. It was not, if it was forbidden, and Kenro, being the gentleman that he is, was like, all right, if it's forbidden, I will accept the fact that I lost. Otherwise, Magma, you clearly lost this round. But while he is doing this, it turns out that Magma is slowly sneaking up on him. The referee, Jasper, said because it's not like hurting his opponent, it's not really giving him an advantage, it's basically making him on the same playing field. No, it is not an issue. Magma decided to throw a sneak attack in there and smack Kenro really, really hard on the head, basically knocking him out. Kenro's okay, no issues there. But he lost the match, unfortunately. So going on to the next match, you got Chrome versus some Akko guy whose name isn't really important. Chrome is, sorry, not Chrome. Genro versus, I believe his name is Akko, AKO. And Genro is extremely outmatched at this point in time. And basically what happens is he basically hypes himself up in his mind because he's chewing on like these caffeine leaves. So it's giving him all this crazy energy. And he does end up winning, thankfully, but ends up getting the crap beaten out of him in the process, which kind of sucks because he is worn out and won't be able to fight Magma as well, which is pretty miserable, which sucks pretty hard. But he does end up winning his match, and then he ends up getting diarrhea from having too much caffeine, upset his stomach, and he runs away. Next, we have kind of the duration of the episode, the bulk of it. But before that, Senku versus Kohaku. Kohaku, unfortunately, doesn't get back in time after looking for Suika. And basically Senku is forced to win that match because she's not back in time. When it's Mantle versus Chrome in Chrome's first match, basically Magma's like, hey Mantle, you need to lose because I'm not going to be able to beat Kohaku. So that's what Mantle does. Mantle loses, and then Chrome goes on to the next round, Senku goes on to the next round, Magma goes on to the next round, and Genro go on to the next round. So the final round that we have in this battle is Magma versus Chrome. And there's no way Chrome's going to win. Not with traditional means. At all. So basically, he is trying to fight Magma, kind of, sort of, but Magma is beating the living crap out of him. And then Chrome basically goes after Suika's, her destroyed helmet, I guess you could call it, destroyed glasses helmet, and is going to try to use it to start a fire on Magma's clothes, which is a good idea until we realize that because the type of lens it is, that it actually can't even start a fire. So Senku's like, hey, nice thinking, but your idea unfortunately isn't going to work. You need to think of a different idea. But then it found out that he was literally crying and sweating into the helmet in order to make the lens not concave, kind of flat, in order for it to be able to start a fire on Magma's clothes. And then Mr. Gen comes back out of nowhere. He's looking well, not beat up anymore. He's kind of doing his own thing. Who knows if he's got any more information on Tsukasa. Tsukasa, Yuzuria, Taiju, none of them are relevant in this episode yet again. But he comes back, and he's like, for me to get my bottle of Coke that I want, my Coca-Cola, we need you guys to win this right now. So I am going to do my best to be tricky and help you. And he uses his psychological powers to trick Magma into thinking that he put a spell on him. Basically, he shoots flowers out of his sleeves and says, if you take one step, your heart's going to explode. And then Magma's like, wait a minute, that's cheating. But then Senku decides to be diabolical and be like, oh, maybe he's just bluffing. We don't know. Why don't you take a step and find out? And Magma, not really understanding science and magic, etc. He is slightly afraid of it and decides he's not going to move. And then Chrome, because he's trying to keep the lens steady in order to light fire to Magma's clothing, is basically like, oh wait, I'm scared too, I don't want to move. And then Magma's like, haha, you weak pathetic fool. But at the same time, Chrome realizes that at this point Magma is tired from beating the crap out of him from dealing with Kenro. So this is a well-deserved break for Magma, so he's like, you know what, whatever, I'm going to stay here, and does not realize that he is getting lit on fire. Because of the material of Magma's clothes, Senku calls it a flash fire, where basically he can pat it out, or he can try to pat it out. Basically, all he's doing is winding it, and it spreads all over his clothes. Chrome is like, don't worry, Magma, I'm not a murderer. So he takes his little staff, shoves it right into Magma's nuts, and shoves him right off the cliff into the water, where Chrome wins. So the Kingdom of Science has won this round. Ruri will be able to get her antibiotics next episode, most likely. Now, we do have a few more matches left, technically 2. It's going to be Genro versus Senku. Doesn't really matter who wins, and then Senku versus Chrome. Chrome is most likely going to win. I say that because he's the one that actually loves Ruri. He'll be able to get close to her. So hopefully there's not any difficulties there. But of course, it is anime, so 9 out of 10, they're going to throw a 180 at us, and who knows what'll happen. But regardless, I'm pretty confident that Ruri is going to get the antibiotics and live. Hopefully all of the townspeople are going to be on Senku's side, and he will have an army to battle Tsukasa and fight that, because my guess is that this arc with the villagers, after Ruri gets her antibiotics, is coming to an inevitable close. So let's go with next episode, kind of continuing with that. Chrome gonna be the gonna marry the priest, gonna be the new head of the village, etc. Be happily ever after there. Senku gets the antibiotics to Ruri, which is delightful. Genro, well, he needs some rest. He'll need some rest. Kohaku's gonna be happy. Suiku's gonna be happy. Everybody's gonna be happy. Blah 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 blah. Probably the bulk of the episode is probably gonna be a little bit of the bout. Probably like the whole marriage ceremony type deal. I don't know how they're going to do it. I doubt they're going to like put sexual innuendos in there. They might. It's anime. Who knows? But anyway, after that, basically because Chrome is now going to be like the head of the village, he's going to be like, hey, we're all going to do what Senku wants. Let's go defeat Tsukasa so he can stop killing people, and Senku can continue with his science to reanimate people and go from there. That is pretty much my opinion of what's going to happen next episode. I doubt we're going to actually see Tsukasa or Taiju or Yuzuria. Probably not going to see any of them for another couple episodes. Maybe we'll get to see them again by the end of the season. Because there is still like 10 episodes left at this point in time. There's going to be 25 episodes in the season. We're only on episode 14, so we got 11 left. We got plenty of time. Plenty of time, guys. Plenty of time for all sorts of crazy stuff to happen for the foreseeable future. My name is Steve Gray. Thank you for watching, and as always, have a good one.